Thank you, everyone, for applauding. We really appreciate that. Episode 19. This is Brandon. I'm Brandon.
I'm Mallory.
Real quick, I want to clear the air. Obviously, there's an huge elephant in the room.
Or not in the room.
Well, not in the room. Sparky will not be joining us for this episode, unfortunately. Some things have come up, and he just will not be here. He's currently not here, so we went ahead and filmed it without him. I know he's kind of our co-host and, our supporter, sideline warrior, but he will not be on this episode. Sorry, Sparky. Maybe next week.
Or maybe not.
Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. A lot of things happening in the world today. A lot of things happening. What did you want to say about Trisha Paytas and her baby?
Oh, she named her baby Malibu Barbie. And that is just...
Do you think that's real? Because I have definitely heard a conspiracy that says that all these celebrities name their kids actual names, but when they tell the public, all the entertainment outlets, they tell them about some weird name. Like Elon Musk has been asked about his kid, and what his kid is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like some weird name, and he's like, "Who is that?" But then he'll be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about." So, do you actually think they name...
Well, Elon Musk has, 17,000 babies with different people, so maybe he just really didn't know which one he was talking about.
I'm sure Nick Cannon has more.
Probably.
How many kids does Elon Musk have?
I don't know.
Let's look it up. I actually saw this the other day. Nick Cannon just welcomed his 9th baby. That's crazy.
With which baby mama?
I don't know. Probably that one. What if... This is a big what if. And if it were possible, I would definitely try it. What if... You could...
He has 10 children.
Elon Musk?
Yeah.
Dadgum.
So he's beaten Nick Cannon.
Hey, that's a lot, though. Are they all the same person?
No.
Dang, he has 10 kids. And not with the same person. He's white. He should be.
I don't support
Viewer
that.
discretion is advised for this video. We do say a couple N-words. Mallory here is big time racist, but that's okay. I love her. I still love her no matter what.
He's lying. Shut up.
No, I'm not. Hardcore right wing conservative.
Okay.
Frick, I was gonna say something, but I definitely forgot about it.
Well, going back to the Trisha Paytas thing, I do think that she actually did name her baby that because she is so crazy. Yeah.
Ugh, and she's fat. Hate people with neck humps. Am I right? That's not funny to think about. Frick, I really
neck
lost
humps?
Huh?
Neck humps?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty
Stop
funny.
slouching. Stand up straight. Look.
Get a back brace.
Yeah. Look the morning directly in the eye, in the face. Walk with confidence. Tell them good morning. Good morning, USA. As you can tell, we have beautiful, beautiful light here today. The birds are singing. The birds are chirping. The sun is glowing. A lot of people, they like to take their vitamins. They like to take pills for certain things. And it's just, for me, it's just just get outside. Eat the right food. Don't eat McDonald's all the time. Don't.
You say as you had McDonald's for dinner?
That happens once in a blue moon. We've been together how long? And that's the only time we've gotten McDonald's?
I know. Good for us.
Yeah. Boom. Power couple. 101. People think sea moss really is going to change people's lives. Is really going to change your life. It's just not true.
The placebo effect, for sure.
Yeah, the placebo effect. They probably put things that kill you in that thing. But yeah, walk outside. Just take your shoes off, man. Feel the grass in between your toes.
Mm-hmm.
Just feel grounded.
Hug a tree.
Hug a tree. Rape a tree.
No.
Just hug a tree.
Yeah.
In middle school, there used to be a tree when we had lunches. And it had a little rod, well not rod, but it was a branch sticking out, but it looked like a penis. And people would always just put lotion on it. I thought it was hilarious.
Ew. Did you do that?
No, because I didn't have lotion. I'm white.
And you're ashy.
I'm not ashy.
White people need lotion too.
Alright, show me where I'm ashy at.
On your knees, on your elbows, your face.
Alright, I don't see any of that.
I'm just kidding. Your tattoos.
My tattoos are not ashy.
But you need lotion. Are you gonna get wrinkly?
You
There's other reasons for lotion,
That is not true. This is the first time we're doing this. This is awkward. Frick.
Not awkward, just
Different. Just
a
different.
new experience.
New experience. All right, we do have, pretty interesting topic today, A lot of people, when they were younger, used to watch Nickelodeon, Drake and Josh, Zoe 101. Not Ned's classified, but not really in this genre. iCarly, Sam and Cat, Victorious. But a lot of people don't know who Dan Schneider is. I came up with this earlier. Dan Schneider is the Nickelodeon Jeffrey Epstein. What did Dan Schneider do? There's not really any evidence that supports these.
For some reason.
Evidence. Yeah, for some reason. They're either from anonymous tips or from posts in forums. But did Jennette McCurdy come out and say anything about?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that, like, all of these child actors got, like, paid hush money to never be able to talk about it. Because she did talk about somebody, but she was not allowed to, like, she never specified who. She said the creator. Which would
Dan
be...
Schneider is definitely...
yeah, which would be him, but she just couldn't say his name.
That's weird. I would definitely be, if I got raped as a child,
well,
I'd definitely be snitching.
Yeah. But she didn't take the hush money that she was offered, so I don't know why she never, like, fully exposed him.
Maybe she'd get killed.
By who?
Maybe she'd get sexually assaulted again, and then, this whole thing just happens over again.
Nah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that if something were to happen like that, they would just get, the same thing would happen to them. I'm so mad.
Well, they're probably, like, scared to. Like, they've probably been just, like, it's been instilled in them for so long that they don't know what would happen. So
and that's how racism exists. Systematic. Yeah. Passed down from generation to generation. From generation to generation. Also, so Dan Schneider, real quick, if you don't know, I feel weird reading from this, but I typed this. Typed it all out on a thing.
They can't see what you're talking about.
I know, but, like, I feel weird that I have to look over.
Oh.
So he was a creator, director, was he a producer as well, I guess? And for Nickelodeon in 1994, let me just grab this real quick. He made very popular shows like The Amanda Show, iCarly, Drake and Josh, Sam and Cat, and Victorious. A lot of them very, very famous within the Gen Z generation, including myself and Mallory.
Which we discovered.
Yeah.
2 podcasts ago.
A couple podcasts ago, she was on the podcast episode, and with the podcast, and then all of a sudden we got on the podcast, and, it just became a really big podcast. So, yeah, I definitely learned that, hey, we are in the same generation.
Yeah.
But my boy Sean definitely...
Oh, Sparky?
No, it was Sean. It was definitely trying to get it out that she was not of our generation. Which she is, I'll back it up and say, because that kind of looks creepy on me.
Yeah, y'all were trying to make it seem like okay, Sean was trying to make it seem like I was like 12. But we're dating. So that's a little weird.
Not for long.
You hear that, ladies? Start lining up.
There are no girls that listen to this. So, and the reason this really came up was because in 2018, he was fired by Nickelodeon. Not really, I guess fired.
2018?
Yeah, 2018. Fired by Nickelodeon. Yeah.
That was only 4 years ago.
I know.
Holy shit.
Yeah. 2022. Only about 4 years ago. I don't think he really got fired. I think they parted ways. Real quick, shout out to 47 for the sponsorship for this episode. They sent me 2 hats, this one and this beautiful South Carolina hat. Rest in peace to both these teams this year. They suck absolute cock. But hey, sucking cock doesn't make you bad. Okay.
Heard that?
Okay. So.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah. So you don't have anything else on Jennette McCurdy?
No. What do you mean?
Like you read her bio, all that stuff, and you didn't really.
Well, it was more so about her mom, not about her and her relationship with Nickelodeon and Dan Schneider.
Okay. I will. I'll kind of explain this. We'll kind of explain it. We just watched a video on it, and then we'll get into the Jennette McCurdy thing.
Yeah.
Or do you want to get into the Jennette McCurdy thing now because it's fresh in your mind? You don't have anything written down because you're not a professional like me.
Do? Okay. First of all,
you have it written down. Let me see.
No.
Yeah, because you don't have it
It's in
written
my
down.
notes.
Let's see.
No. I do, but I don't.
Hoes be trifling.
I don't have to prove anything to you.
100.
Okay, first
Hoes
of all,
be trifling. All right. So if you guys remember in the TV shows, there was a lot of, especially in iCarly and a couple things in Sam and Cat and Victorious, there were definitely inclinations. I think I used the right word for that, to feet. I think a few of the iCarly skits, like in the online show, they used feet, like dance parties on their feet, made toe families, all that kind of stuff. Heavily used in that. So
there wasn't much feet stuff in Zoe 101, I feel. Sorry, I'm just thinking about it.
Yeah, but we'll definitely get into Jamie Lynn Spears a little bit later. Got a surprise for y'all. But they were definitely used as jokes, you know. They used, like I said, Carly's and Sam's feet for numerous feet and toe activities, which isn't a bad thing. But coming from little 12-year-olds, it might be. And then also Victorious, there's like an online show for online people who would get online and watch the videos online. So when they would get online and watch the online videos, they would see online of the Victorious cast members. And they would like, it was just like a second party kind of thing. Same thing through Nickelodeon, but it was like a special thing. And
like they had the slap, and you could like actually go on there.
Yeah.
And like it would
Didn't
be
they
an
have
actual
something like that for the iCarly website as well?
Yeah, iCarly.
Okay. Really? I think I remember looking that up and like.
Yeah, I used to like
school.
watch it and go on there.
That's crazy. They made so much content. I can't make any. And on the slap, they had an episode or like a series with Tori, and then like a series with Kat. And the very first episode, they would ask Tori or tells Tori what to do. And in the first episode, they told her to put ketchup on her feet. Well, she doesn't like ketchup on the feet.
Who
Then
does?
she danced. Yeah, who does? And then would dance with the toes on the feet. And then, and kind of similar, it was Kat. In Kat's little online video thing, she put her foot in her mouth, which is a little weird.
You don't like that?
I used to do
You
that.
don't do that?
I used to do that straight up. I would, and just for fun.
No, you used to bite your toenails.
Okay, I did if I couldn't get it with my fingers. Okay, I'll come out here and say that right now.
there are things like tools that you can use for
Yeah,
that.
but I wasn't that smart, and at the time, didn't have that many brain cells. I wasn't allowed around those certain tools. Okay,
Weren't allowed.
was not. My bad. Sorry, my English is bad. Alright, and also from the TV show Sam and Cat, there's a tweet that the profile Sam and Cat tweeted out, and this is word for word. It says, right on the bottom of your foot, take a pic, and then they would use a certain hashtag to post about it. And apparently a lot of people did it, and it was liked a lot and retweeted a lot, back in the day. So, my man Dan Schneider getting free feet pics, and some of y'all motherfuckers is paying
From children.
From children, yeah. Some of y'all motherfuckers is paying $10 a month to see some toes on OnlyFans, bruh.
It's only $10.
I don't know.
How do you know that?
They set their prices. Would you ever have an OnlyFans?
No. What?
I respect that. And also, let me find this podcast name because I have it right here. So there was this girl who called on a podcast. It was called, give me a second, Revenge of the Sis. And the episode is still on YouTube, and it is called Child Actress Forced Out of Showbiz After Creepy Barefoot Nickelodeon / Dan Schneider Audition. So if you want to go listen to the whole thing, it's on there. She says that there were camps where they would go to, I don't know if it was a certain pool or Dan Schneider's pool, and they also had tennis courts, and what they would do was they'd be like, oh yeah, let's, the best way to do this is to do pool activities. I don't know what the activities were. I don't know if it's categories or Marco Polo. What was the other one? Mermaids. I don't know if it was that. And she also said other, like, celebrity young actresses were there, like Hilary Duff was there. Megan Fox was apparently there. Now, this is from an anonymous source, so that's the thing. We don't really have any hardcore
All the sources are anonymous.
Yeah, which sucks. Like, come on. Grow some pussy lips. Grow some dick and balls.
Ugh.
Let's come out and let's be truthful, okay? We don't want to sit here behind laptops and be lying, okay? So let's come out and tell the truth.
I mean, I think that they're telling the truth.
Okay, but, well, show your identity.
Yeah,
show who
why
you
can't
are.
they tell us who they
are?
Like,
is it illegal to do that? I mean, I'm sure, like you said, hush money. Very close, not a very close friend, but a close friend of Dan Schneider, my man Brian Peck, was an actor and producer that worked alongside Dan Schneider, was convicted of several counts of lewd actions on a minor. They include attempted sodomy of a person under 16. Sodomy is just anal or oral, or, it could be both. Who knows? Also, sexual penetration by foreign object. Yeah, this man was using the end of a chair.
Are you serious?
No. Not about the chair, but it was real, the sexual penetration by
I wonder who
object.
the person is.
I don't know. It was from somebody from the Amanda Show. So, very well could have been Amanda Bynes.
Maybe. Because she went off the rails.
Yeah, and maybe that's why. And then the last one, he was convicted for oral copulation by anesthesia or controlled substance.
What is that?
I don't really know. But it sounds something like roofied.
Yeah.
Sort of. Oral copulation. Let me look that up real quick. Because I didn't look it up. I just kind of had it. Oral copulation. Alright, let's see. An act of copulating the mouth of one individual with a sexual organ or anus of another person. So
I feel like that doesn't really...
Yeah.
It's hard to, explain something with...
Yeah, I don't know why. So I think it's like they were intoxicated or something. I don't really know. I looked it up in that space, so basically what it said.
But the crazy part, wasn't he allowed to come back to the industry and, work on the same shows? Or not, the same shows, but he was a part of them.
Yeah, he was released, and then he went to work right on kid shows, like The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. And even he was in one of the episodes. It showed it on the video we watched.
He was the mirror.
Yeah, he was the mirror.
In London's Closet.
What? You look like a lime or something like that.
He's just watching homegirl get dressed.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't naked, but she was like, oh, what would I look like in this? And that's what the mirror would say. But apparently he could not be in contact, with the children, but he could apparently work on the same sets as them. So, before he got, convicted of that and sent to prison, him and Dan Schneider would host a comedy boot camp where the kids were separated from their parents. Now that is kind of weird.
And why were these parents trusting them so much?
So this was in 2007 or something like that, 2000. So the internet wasn't around. These things weren't around. Mm-hmm. Child pornography and all that kind of stuff, I feel like, wasn't that big, wasn't talked about. A lot of the controversies with Hollywood and how they literally eat babies and rape them wasn't a thing. And if you thought about that...
But it definitely was. I feel exploitation of minors and just people in general in Hollywood has been going on since Hollywood has been a thing. That's kind of...
because the girl from Wizard of Oz, the main lady from that, she definitely was... I think that's why she died so quickly. But...
Yeah,
I don't know.
She was addicted to drugs.
Yeah.
Or they, forced her to be on drugs.
So she
could stay up. And, so she could work those long hours and stuff.
Yeah.
And probably stay the same weight, I'm sure.
But, I don't know. Maybe just it seemed all legit. Didn't seem anything weird about it. I don't really know.
So maybe it all is just a conspiracy.
Maybe it is. I don't know. It feels like something that could happen, because if Dan Schneider is commingling with this dude who did these things to a child actor,
he's most likely just like...
Yeah, birds of a feather flock together. Isn't that right? People who lie, people who cheat, they're going to be friends with each other. People who are lazy, don't want to work, don't care, they're going to be friends.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, and
you
about
are who you hang out with.
Yeah, straight up. And about the whole pool activity thing, sorry, I forgot to mention this, but apparently the kids' age range was like 13 to 22. Straight up. So I would barely have been missing the pool activities.
I'd be fitting right in.
You'd be in the middle of it, bro. You'd be like getting your toes sucked under the water.
I might be a little too old.
Yeah, that's true. Might be a little bit too old. Yeah, and then once he was asked about, do you have a comment on the child he abused, he said, I don't have any comment on it. I really don't.
He didn't even try to deny it or anything?
I guess not. Because he had 3 separate convictions on him. So, what's he going to do? Get out of it?
I mean, true.
I don't know. But like we said, we did have a little special treat. And there's another controversy. I don't think it's as proven or anywhere as to the height of this
I don't think that this one's true.
Yeah, I don't know. But there another post and forums posted about this, but it is said that Dan Schneider is actually the true father of Jamie Lynn Spears' child.
Do they look alike?
I don't know. But Jamie Lynn Spears is the main character in Zoe 101. Probably one of my favorite Disney TV shows. Very good.
Disney?
Nickelodeon. What I really hate is all these get brought up, but Ned's Declassified never gets brought up.
I know.
That was legit.
So underrated.
Yeah.
That was one of the best ones.
And I saw the main dude's I was on his TikTok the other day.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok.
Nobody likes the girl, Mose.
Why?
I don't know, because she was also in Pretty Little Liars, and her character was sucky, so bad.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I was on her TikTok one time too. She posts
she's
stuff that I'm not.
Yeah.
I guess about. I don't know.
She's a little weird. But maybe that's a good thing that it's never mentioned. Nothing really sketchy was happening on the set.
Yeah, that's good. But yeah, unfortunately, people that have spoken about it have been anonymous. But we did have Noah Monk, who is Gibby, did say some things about my man Dan Schneider. He said he I mean, it was same thing. He was on a podcast or something where he was asked about it, and he seemed kind of hesitant because I listened to it, and then he said he didn't really see things like that. He didn't notice it, but quote for quote, I'll read the quote. He said, "Nah, I don't know, and I never observed anything like that or got hints of that. So it's whatever. It might be baseless rumors, but I don't want to speak on it. And if things come out, he doesn't want to be saying or defending him. So I guess he didn't really throw it up. He didn't really have anything to say, which could be part of that deal, the hush money deal.
But I feel like a lot of the things that were happening, within Dan, were happening to the female actresses.
Not the male?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel even if it were to be happening, he wouldn't really be a part of it.
Yeah, but I guess he would be able to see hints of it. He even said that he didn't see any hints of it at all.
But that's crazy.
Yeah.
But he was also young, and so were we. We didn't really start noticing how weird it was until
he said
later on.
At the time when he was 15, he didn't really see anything weird with it. But then looking in retrospect, he definitely can see why it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
And this isn't the first time this has happened inside of Nickelodeon. In 2004, a guy named Jason Handy used his job. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Really?
What? You were talking.
During the podcast.
You were talking.
It's on video. Say you're sorry.
Right.
Say you're sorry.
Okay.
Right now.
I'm sorry.
Apologize. Okay. This is what I want you to say. Be
no, I'm sorry. Okay, continue. In 2004.
This is what you should have done.
No,
shut up. This is what you should have done. Be fans, family members, and friends of the Sofa Sessions podcast.
I sincerely apologize.
I sincerely, deeply, and truly apologize for my actions that I've just committed. I highly regret doing what I had just done. And if you didn't know what she did...
No, don't say it.
We're not going to say it. But go back and look at the video.
No!
Yep.
What?
You're...
Okay.
Why? Because you're in it right now. You're in it. You tried to sneak it. You also got caught a few minutes ago. I was over here, typing this stuff out. She was listening to her little podcast with Jennette McCurdy. She's over there asleep. She's over there. And then
I just closed my eyes for like 2 seconds.
And she was out. Alright, but on a serious note, Jason Handy in 2014 used his job at Nickelodeon to lure young child actors, and then he was arrested and sentenced to 6 years in prison for child molestation and possession of child porn. And guess what? He was released, and guess what? Same thing happened with my boy Brian Peck. Went right back to work for Nickelodeon. Yeah. So
they're all so disgusting and like the same.
Yeah.
Like why are they all pedophiles?
So if it were to happen, it would definitely be true. It would definitely be true with Dan Schneider, because if 2 people from Nickelodeon prior to that both, was charged with some type of child molestation, and he's around that, he's definitely going to be in it. Like I said, the Nickelodeon version of Jeffrey Epstein, and that was a good one.
For sure.
Good one off the top of my head, yeah.
Yep.
But also, Jennette McCurdy, she did not return for the reboot of iCarly.
Yeah.
Why did she not return for that?
Because she wanted to finally do something like for herself and not have people dictating what she should do and how she should be. She said that she didn't really want to return to acting, but she did do a one-woman show called I'm Glad My Mom Died. The same thing as her book.
She did a one-woman show. What does that mean?
Like, she just did like a stand-up show.
Oh, okay.
About it.
It was like a one-time thing, I guess?
I don't think it was a one-time thing.
Oh, does she I guess she talks about the book and everything?
I guess. I haven't seen the show.
Probably because you're over there sleeping and vaping. Continue.
Okay. Anyways. But her mom would physically, mentally, and sexually abuse her.
Her mom sexually abused her? Wow.
Yeah. She would... Well, not in, like, the way... I guess sexual abuse is the same in all aspects. But she would give her, like...
Different spectrum.
Breast exams and, like, vaginal exams. Because her mom had cancer. So she... I kind of think that it's, like, a little bit of Munchausen syndrome. Like... She was just, like, deflecting so much onto her children. Mm-hmm. And, like... Well, she was also a narcissist. And, like...
That's not bad.
I would say that's pretty bad.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I would say so, too. Ruins friendships and relationships,
Mm-hmm. But she would also, like... Well, she would give her these exams because...
She was jealous.
Jennette would be like scared that she had like a lump or something, and all she had known is like a lump means cancer because her mom had breast cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So then that would, like, from that day or that time forward, like, would give her exams up until she was very late in her teens. So that's just inappropriate in all forms. Mm-hmm. And she would bathe her.
You said until she was 16?
Yeah, but she would bathe both her and her brother. And her brother, he was, like, much older than her.
So they would be in the same bathtub together, or they would do it separately?
No, at the same time.
Oh, dang. My parents used to do that to me and Burke.
Well, but y'all are both boys, and, like, I'm sure y'all were younger than
Yeah, we were
that.
younger. It was about 3 months ago, I'd say.
I mean, me and my sister showered together for, like... I mean, I can only remember one time, but, like... It wasn't that weird, because we were around the same age. And I've showered with my mom before.
Yeah. I remember me and Barbara used to say bath water.
Ew.
We were kids. I don't know why. Like,
did you go first or did Bert go first?
I don't know. I think it switched up. But
I mean, you gotta save water somehow.
Yeah,
Good
I
for
think that's
planet.
why they did that. Shout out to my parents for that one. Good job, Michelle and Scott.
Have you ever seen that episode of Extreme Cheapskate or whatever when the whole family shared bath water?
I did not.
And like by the time it was the children's turn, it was literally like brown.
I have not seen that one.
The police.
Police just pulled up. They're looking for me. Mel Chapo Jr. up in this.
Okay.
So is that all that you figure out about Jennette McCurdy?
Oh, no. She also had an eating disorder.
Really?
Yeah, because her mom started her on like calorie deficit, whatever you would call that. Like she just restricted her eating so much, and she went to the doctor for it one time, and they said like watch her eating, make sure that she's doing okay. And Jennette was thinking in her head like she's the one that's feeding me these things and making me this way.
Yeah.
And so that just in turn caused her to have an eating disorder up until like recently, because she finally went to therapy for it. And like, so up until her mom died, she had been like just thinking the same ways, and it had affected her relationships, and like she was so codependent on her mom that would like be how she was in relationships. So it was all very toxic and all very like negative. But I feel like her show iCarly was like, it would mock her life a little bit. Like the way that Freddie's mom was towards Freddie was very similar to how her mom was to her in real life, because like she would want to bathe him and take care of him and do everything for her or for him.
Yeah.
And like the way that Sam would eat in the show was just not how she was in real life at all.
I feel like Jennette McCurdy is the Nickelodeon version of Emily Osment.
You think? Why?
I don't know, they're just both blonde, and they both were like the
Okay.
sidekick of a very famous TV show.
Yeah, but Miley Cyrus and Miranda Cosgrove are not the same.
Yeah.
Like, she did not cut all her hair off, and...
But cutting all your hair off doesn't make you bad.
No, but she didn't, like, go AWOL.
How do you know Miley Cyrus went AWOL?
What do you mean? Because
I
it
don't
was in the public eye.
Yeah.
I don't really think she did. I personally loved her Bangers era. It shaped me into who I am today.
Yeah. You also like Harry Styles. That's another topic we get into.
True. Let's do it. That's
You
fine.
sincerely do not care about your fans if you're making them pay $500 plus just to see you in person.
But it's not him,
and I get
though.
it. I get it.
At
It's
the time
it's
of
an
the ticket
it's an entertainment. It's a show you want to give. I get that.
I'll let you
But
finish.
just maybe just not so expensive, man. Not so expensive.
I mean,
And
you're
if you
right.
really- if you
but
really
that's
wanted
like
to-
the other fans buying them and reselling them.
How are they doing that on SeatGeek though? You can't sell tickets on SeatGeek.
Yes, you can.
You
Like,
can't. I'm pretty sure
people
you can't. They sell
do
it.
that. People will buy
Well, yes, but if you
ticket.
go on SeatGeek, look at the tickets on there. That is from. That's from like, whoever sets the ticket amount. It's not from a second-hand seller, because I don't think you can do that. You can only do it through organizations on SeatGeek.
But they do that because like that's still not Harry himself, or like
But
the
he
original.
has to have some type of control over that.
Yeah, he does. Whenever there's like a release date for the tickets, they are not that expensive. But they just sell out in like 2 minutes.
Well,
And then after
don't be
that,
slow.
that's when...
Don't be slow. If you want to get good tickets, then don't be slow.
I haven't even tried to get tickets for this tour. Thank you very much.
Yeah, because he's not coming anywhere close.
Exactly.
And you had a breakdown. You had a breakdown about it.
I don't want to talk about that. But I did. It's true. Because that's so unfair. Why would he have 15 shows in New York and not come to Atlanta.
And why has Riff Raff never opened up a single DM that I've sent him? We've met 4 times, Jody. Come on, Christian.
Is his real name Jody?
No.
Christian
Horst Simcoe.
Horst.
Horst. H-O-R-S-T. If he ever watches this, it's gonna be very creepy. I'm just a fan. But I would definitely like to get on track with you one day.
He did shout out the Sofa Sessions podcast.
Yeah, but I paid him.
Do you think that he listened to it?
I don't know. That'd be so cool.
That would.
Maybe we just need to have a Riff Raff inspired. We gotta have a Riff Raff inspired episode. We gotta do it.
Yeah.
I know so much about him.
We need to get You got any merch? Other than shirts?
No. What am I supposed to have?
There's lots of things that you can have.
I got his
I
gorillas.
have a poster of Harry. Where's your poster of Riff Raff?
Where are they available at? Harry is double, triple, quadruple bigger than him.
Whose fault is that? I'm just kidding.
It's probably not Riff Raff's. I'm sure Harry had to make a couple sacrifices, human sacrifices, to be where he is at now. I'm sure he has to worship
Harry
the devil.
was just a part of the biggest boy band ever.
Yeah, but I'm sure they had to sacrifice a couple human beings to get to Hollywood fame, because
no, because there are 3 other members of the band who are nowhere near.
Well, they probably
success.
did. Yeah, because they didn't sacrifice their mom or dad.
No, they are just underrated, looked over.
I'm picking my toenails right now. Do you want to hear the noise? Yep. Too bad we don't have fart cam this week. That sucks.
You don't have to fart?
No.
Hold on one second. I'm just kidding.
Maybe we can start queef cam. So that's that's it for episode 19. Episode 19. That's crazy. I don't even know how much that is.
Let us know what you think about the absence of Sparky.
Okay. Yeah. Do you guys think that Dan Schneider actually abuses, or abused, he still might, his child stars? I think it's a big possibility.
He still might. What is he doing now? Didn't it say that he sold his house?
Yeah,
and he moved.
But I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
No, I know. I was just didn't know.
I don't know. So yeah, let us know what you think. I'll definitely have a poll down there. Don't forget to do the poll. It's at the beginning. It's at the end. The below us. Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate every single one of the listeners. It's at the Sofa Sessions on Instagram, TikTok,
Pod,
Sofa Sessions Pod, and the email. So
don't even know your own.
Don't forget to email. Sorry, I do it a lot. All right. This was goodbye.
Love you guys.
Week. And have a good weekend. Be safe.
Peace and love.
And happiness to all that listen.
Mm-hmm.